Welcome to Lifestyles. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, like that video, and do share the video out to friends and family. It's been about, I don't know, maybe about a week since I've been on last, and it's always something going on. Um, we had a mass shooting in Indianapolis, Indiana, my hometown, last Thursday, and it was at the FedEx facility out on the southwest side of Indianapolis. I'd like to send my condolences out to the I believe, 8 victims that were shot and killed. Um, Definitely like to send my condolences out to their family and wrap a big lifestyles hug around that family. Uh, it's definitely unfortunate. Those people definitely didn't deserve that. Um, Suspected shooter was Brandon Hoyle, who committed suicide on the FedEx parking lot. Former employee, 19 years old, awfully young to be doing something, very crazy and minuscule. It's unfortunate, definitely unfortunate. Um, we're going to talk about mental health tonight. Let me get comfortable. Hold on. We're going to do a little, I don't know, mental health evaluations for some people. Or if we have family and friends, let's check on some people. Let's see who may possibly need some help or may possibly need somebody to talk to. Shirley and Angela, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in tonight. Happy Monday. Apparently, this young man definitely had suicidal issues. His father had committed suicide some years ago, and his mother stated that his side of the family had some mental issues. So I don't know if that was a red flag or what, but in 2020, last year, he had gotten in trouble with a shotgun. His mother had called the police and reported that he, excuse me, wasn't too stable and was handling a shotgun. So I guess the Indianapolis IMPD got involved and confiscated that shotgun. And they were actually on the radio today speaking and said that they still had that gun in their possession. Um, and he also stated, I guess she said that he wanted to go by suicide by cop. If anybody knows what that means, it means when you go towards a police force with guns or whatever, and you basically want them to shoot you. Excuse me. I got water over here and I got a little wine over here. So apparently, this young man definitely had some mental issues. Hey, Melanie, and Shirley said hello to everyone. And Angela, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Don't forget to share the video out. Let's talk about it. Theresa Dunlap, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Um, there's a lot of things going, a lot of mass shootings going on like every day. I think it's been like 45 so far. And that's um, a lot of mental health issues. And then sometimes I don't think it's always excuse me, mental health. Sometimes it's people just seem to snap that day. Fortunately, I have a stable mind and I've been through several situations, but never snapped where I did not think about consequences or anything like that. And I guess, or apparently, some people just snap and just do, and they do not think about consequences, which is unfortunate because other people are involved. And as we know, more times than than others, somebody ends up dead. So that's what is really messed up about somebody being unstable at a blink of an eye. Hey, Elaine, welcome to Lifestyles. Excuse me, everybody. It just Yeah, it just, I don't know. It it just freaks me out when somebody can be that unstable, like I said, at a blink of an eye. Or you got the other person, hey Terry, welcome to Lifestyles, um, that is unstable pretty much every day, and the people around them know that, but yet and still that person has a shotgun or a handgun possibly. Um, his mother should have went further. From what I've been told by an attorney today, is that um, she could have filed some sort of uh, let's see, something over him where she could get him committed for a little while, or at least 60 days, 30 days, something like that. But if he was unstable, he definitely didn't need a shotgun, which again was confiscated, yet he still, um, uh, we think, did this unspeakable crime at the FedEx Hub facility. Allegedly, that's what I was looking for. So, what do we do about the people that we know personally that are in our lives that we need to say something about their mental state? Do we just let it go, or do we say something, do something? You tell me. You tell me, because people are dead now. And on the other hand, which I don't know, they're trying to still figure this out, is if this was a hate crime, because most of the people that were killed in the parking lot of the FedEx facility were of the Sikh community. And so, and I believe one African American woman, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but I don't know. Everybody's still trying to wrap their hands around this. This is still new. It's still a crime scene. It it just, it's just horrible. These people were just there to work. They, from what a lady said on the news today, they were just there to work. They weren't managers, supervisors. They didn't have any power. They were just there to go to work to help support their families. And unfortunately, they didn't make it out of the parking lot. Mental health is it's really getting the best of us now. There's so many different things happening, so many different shootings happening, and everybody goes back to mental health. But yet these people can still go out and purchase guns. And most of the time, these people purchase guns legally. It's not like they're getting illegal guns and doing mass shootings and having a mental issue. Um, what do we do about the people in our lives that are mental, that have guns, that we know should not own guns and shouldn't be around guns? What do we do about that? Should we just forget about it? Should we just let something happen? Let's just say it's not going to happen. Um, what do we do? Because this could happen again. And I definitely don't want to hear about something like this again. Enough's enough. And we have got too many uh, unnecessary shootings going on because somebody was able to obtain a gun that wasn't supposed to, because they weren't mentally capable of handling a weapon. What's going on, my friend? George is in the house. Welcome to Lifestyles. Hit that thumbs up. You're already subscribed, brother. So what's going on? Let's talk about it. Um, what do you do with somebody with mental issues in your life that owns guns that shouldn't own guns, George? What do you do? Do you just say, forget it? They're grown. We'll let whatever happen happen. Um, what do we do about that? Because that could be a problem. It's already become a problem. A lot of people know people that should not own guns, yet because they have a mental problem and they're owning guns anyway, or they're obtaining guns and possibly going out and doing something crazy with them. So what do we do? I own a gun, but luckily I'm mentally capable of owning a gun. I'm not going to go out and do something crazy when I get upset. Okay, George. George said he'd report them, take their guns away if you could take their guns away. If you can. If you can't, then what? But I guess you could report them the best you could. If they're close to you and you know for a fact that they don't need weapons, you need to step in because you don't want an innocent person like these 8 people killed. We don't want anything like that to happen again. We've got to do better with that. Willie Jilly, I totally agree. You're right. And it didn't prevent it. I don't, um, what may have prevented that is better security to get in the facility. He didn't even work there anymore, Willie Jilly. So that's kind of weird that he was just able to come on the parking lot and just get out and open fire. So um, I don't know, man. Uh, Indiana has a lot of, or Indianapolis has a lot of different gun laws and stuff like that. But we're actually opening up our gun laws. We're trying to open up our gun laws a little bit easier access. Actually, I carry, but again, some people just should not be able to hold a gun or handle a gun or own a gun rather. It's just they're just not for everybody because some people think you can just get upset and pull your gun. You can't do that. But I know a lot of people are doing that. Females, males, a lot of people are doing that. You can't just brandish your gun like that when you get upset. And that's some mental things too. Maybe not crazy, but you don't know how to handle your anger. So you probably don't need to handle a gun until you're ready to handle your anger and other things first. Because a gun kills people, not people. I'm sorry, people kill people, not a gun. Shay, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. West Coast is in the house. Throw up the W for the West Coast. Hey, George says when they do the background checks for people with guns, they need to actually get off their ass and go to the people's doors and do personal interviews with themselves, with the people and their neighbors. To an extent, um, I think that's a little invasive, but I think that if somebody says this person has mental issues, I think that we should go in a little deeper. I think that we should find out what mental issues they have, what's going on with them, and just do maybe a 30-day evaluation on that person. Um, Mental first. I don't think regular people should have to. Um, I mean, we get background checks, but I don't think regular people like you and I, you should have to talk to our neighbors or anything like that because sometimes that can differ. What if your neighbor doesn't like you for any other reason? So I don't agree with that per se, but I agree with doing that if a person has mental issues that you know about and they're close to you, where you know what's going on with them up here. So I don't know. Mel said, "Here is a new job. Someone how about doing psychology exams? This would include medications they are on, the flag, the mental health medication." Absolutely. I could agree with that. I could agree with that because some people are supposed to take medication, but they don't take their meds, such as for schizophrenia or ADHD or whatever the case is. A lot of people are supposed to different things. A lot of people are supposed to take meds, but they don't, or they choose not to take their meds, and that can sometimes drive them off the edge with weird thoughts and things like that. So we really should check on the people that we know have mental issues and that own weapons. That's what we're talking about tonight, and that's just the bottom line. Um, it doesn't matter what red flags your state has. Let's still check on those people that are in our group of tight knit people that we can touch. If they have guns and weapons and we can get our hands on them, we need to grab them, put them up, because we don't want another shooting to happen like this because somebody's mother did say, my son's got some issues, but she didn't go further. Somebody didn't go further enough. I don't know if that was the police's fault, but well, that's the reason why people want to defund the police, take money away, add mental things to the police department so that the police can have that department to handle those type of issues. If they don't have that department to handle those type of issues, when they come on the scene, they're just going to fucking handcuff you and maybe shoot the fuck out of you. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but that's what happens because they aren't provided or they don't have the capability to handle people in mental states. That's just the bottom line. Okay, okay, Willie Jilly, I see you. Okay, prosecutors first. Okay, okay. Um, we need to again find out who's got the mental issue. Shantae, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Um, Theresa said, make a requirement for mental inquest as a requirement for purchasing a weapon. Okay, I'd be okay with that because I don't have any mental issues. So I'd definitely be down with the mental inquest. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. So, I mean, you just have to, like I said, we need to keep an eye on these people. We see them every day in public. We interact with these people. Again, there are friends, there are families. We have to make sure they don't have guns and things that can harm others along with themselves. We don't want them going and shooting themselves either. So, um, I don't know. This was just a terrible, uh, terrible act of violence, and we've got to get a lock on it. I don't want anybody taking guns away from people that should own guns because, again, I'm a gun owner. But what I do want is people to pay attention to people with mental issues that should not own guns. I don't know how we do it, but we still just need to keep an eye on that. That goes on all levels. Willie Jilly, now you said something that, you know what? You said the question, the comment of the evening. Prosecutors are too busy here in Indianapolis going after child support and drug charges. You're absolutely right. When they need to focus on things that are bigger than that, they'll lock you up for suspended driver's license, which is dumb. They'll lock you up for child support, which is dumb. They'll give you a lot of time if you sell drugs, which is dumb. But murderers, child molesters, they don't get that much time. Um, they don't focus on the things that they need to be focused on. They focus on the that's a whole nother subject. We'll get into that willy jilly one another day. I promise that's going to be a topic. What you just said is definitely going to be a topic at some point because that is definitely the truth, dude. I totally agree. Totally agree. Totally agree. Focus on what we need to focus on and not the bullshit. That's it. Period. Period. 8 people lost their lives, and I'm sick about it. I am. And I don't want to hear about it tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month, next year, and in 2 years. But there's always a copycat too, along with the mental issues. There's always copycats. People that kind of go out with glory. They just want to go out with a bang one time, boom, and they're gone. Do something crazy, kill themselves. That's it. It's over. I don't understand those kind of people, but it's a mental thing. Whether they snap one time or whether they've been mental the whole time and everybody's seen it, but nobody said anything. See something, say something. This is Lifestyles. Take care, everybody. I'll see you the next time.